On November 10th, 2009, I created an account on this little website called YouTube, and a month or so later, I uploaded my very first video. Needless to say, it was pretty much potato quality, but here we are, 15 years and over 15,000 subscribers later, and it is absolutely incredible. I don't know what I would do without YouTube and without you guys as a community. So in order to give some thanks and to celebrate this huge milestone, I'm going to do a Q&A and also a pretty cool giveaway. So make sure to keep watching so you know exactly what to do to enter to win some of these really cool prizes. Before we get into the giveaway details, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the comments and questions you have for me. First question is from Crit Nerd. It's a very long time subscriber of mine and supporter. Crit asks, what have been some of your favorite covers that you've worked on in the 15 years? If you were to redo a video/arrangement, what would you choose? And what motivates you to keep making covers? Okay, three-parter. So my favorite covers that I've worked on in the 15 years, I would say like the first 8 years or so, I'm not really too keen on most of them just because they were from so long ago. But I feel like one cover in particular that is pretty timeless to this day is actually my Shala's theme cover from, I believe, 2019. I feel like it's still holding up pretty well to this day, and not a lot of covers feel that way for me. I'm still really proud of how that arrangement turned out. Another one is definitely the Listen to the Cries of the Planet from Final Fantasy VII. That's a more recent cover within the last couple of years. I think it was 2021 that I posted that one, maybe. But that's another one that I'm really, really proud of the arrangement and just the direction that I took that cover. So that's another one that I hope will continue to, age well and that more people will discover it and appreciate it as well. If I were to redo a video/arrangement, what would I choose? I honestly am actually in the middle of rearranging a cover that I did a long time ago from Naruto. It is Konoha Piece 2, and that's not even the official name. I don't know if it has an official name. That cover still gets some good views and comments as well, so I feel like it's probably time for me to finally do a legitimate cover and post it on Spotify and things like that. Keep an eye out for that one. But there's some other ones that I've done years and years ago that I do want to also redo and make a newer version. I just don't know if I have the time to do all of the ones that I have in mind. What motivates you to keep making covers? Honestly, just my passion for the video game music community and just the composers and games themselves. Just games that have taught me valuable lessons and just tracks that I feel are not as popular but deserve more love. Those tend to be the tracks that I like to cover. So that's pretty much what motivates me to keep making covers even 15 years later. Next question is from Xander Plute, and they ask, how have you felt venturing into longer form content, reviews, violin solo video, etc., and what have you gained from it? Yeah, this is a very interesting transition for my channel. I just kind of felt like my covers were not performing well, and you can see from the very low number of views that my covers have gotten lately. Every single time I uploaded, I kind of felt defeated after, just because it never reached the audience that I felt it should reach. And so I just figured maybe it's better to do some other things, right? Do some longer form content, try to show my personality more, because I do feel like that is sorely missing from my channel as someone who pretty much only does covers and never talks in her videos, aside from an update video here and there maybe. But I definitely feel like that's the missing piece of my channel, and doing reviews and doing some of the violin solo video and even the Bloodborne reaction videos, like I'm able to kind of showcase who I am as a person instead of just showcasing my musicianship. And I think that's something that a lot of people are looking forward to and actually gets them to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, it's been really, really fun to experiment with it. You guys love your Bloodborne stuff. let me tell you. And so yeah, I'm gonna keep doing Bloodborne reactions. I'm gonna do reactions from other Soulsborne games and even other games in general, like Sonic. I know you guys really like Sonic. So yeah, there's pretty much a ton of content that just opened up for me. And what's also really great about this is that I'm able to make these videos so much quicker than making a cover. And so these would be great content to just have in between my covers, and also just keep my channel active, right? If you don't upload at least once a week, I feel like YouTube thinks that your channel's not really that active, and so it's not going to try as hard to promote the stuff that you do post to a bigger audience. So that's honestly something that has been really like groundbreaking for me, is the amount of subscribers I've gained, the amount of impressions these videos have gotten, and how it spills over into some of my covers even, because I've seen my cover views go up a decent amount, much more than usual at least, since posting these other longer form content. A different direction for the channel, but at the same time I'm still going to be doing covers, so it's not like I'm completely changing who or what TeraCMusic channel is. So I feel like it's just kind of a win-win for everyone. You guys get to know more about me as a person, and I also get to kind of spend more time refining the covers that I do post, because I'm not going to be breaking my back trying to work on a cover that's usually 20 to 40 hours a week, right? And trying to do that on top of a day job. And it'll help prevent burnout as well. So there's just only positives really with this new transition and switch to longer form content, while still keeping the covers as well. Next question is from Frost FM. Which platform do you think is best to release your music on? And what are your experiences with them? So platform, I mean, I would say in terms of like financial gains, Spotify tends to beat out all of the other digital platforms in terms of like streaming or even downloads. Obviously, Spotify's streaming royalty rate could be better, but at the same time, most of my income each month from Sounddrop, which is the distributor that I use, that's from Spotify, honestly. A lot of it is just from that streaming platform alone. So I definitely think it's worth it to at least post your music on Spotify, if nowhere else. I feel like YouTube, it's just something that's been a part of me for so long, it's hard to not recommend it. But I do understand that a lot of people who are starting out on YouTube more recently, it's been really tough for them to like find an audience and build a community, just because the market is very much saturated right now. But definitely put your music out on all platforms if possible, because you never know if one might just blow up. And yeah, in terms of my experiences, I mean, I do like Spotify. I think that they do have some really cool features coming, some nice perks for artists, and some things that we can experiment with, which is kind of cool. I would just say in general, I don't really have anything negative to say in terms of the platforms that I've released music on. In terms of the distributors, I definitely would recommend Sounddrop over some other distributors, especially if you're a cover artist. But if you're doing originals, then there are a couple other websites that I can think of that might be better for you in the long run. But yeah, feel free to DM me or message me on social media if you want me to kind of go more in depth about that. Rag0T 2010. Have you done a collab with a metal-leaning musician? Yes, I've done several. I can think of quite a few with Ro Panaganti, who does a lot of metal stuff, and also I've done a cover from Killer Instinct with Ubaldo, which is very metal as well, very emo sounding. There's definitely a couple of collaborations that I've already done with my guitar friends who lean towards like the rock metal genre. Check those out. I can put those in the description below if you're interested. Thomas Pena Music asked, have you done a collab with a brass leaning musician? I have, but it's been a while. Saxophone's not really considered brass, but I have collaborated with Carlos Eni, who's Insane in the Rain music, for a lot of his jazz covers and arrangements. So definitely can check those out as well on his channel. But yeah, in general, I don't really go towards working with brass players, just because my genre is much more rooted into the strings and electronic genres. So it's kind of difficult to find a track that's like, oh yeah, I can use brass, or they ask me to help them with something. Unless we're doing a full symphonic orchestra arrangement, those two don't really blend too often in the cover community, but that could change. We still have a couple of questions to answer, but I would like to at least show you some of the prizes that are up for this giveaway that you could possibly win. So the very first thing is my Crossing Worlds Chrono Cross album. This album I released with a bunch of collaborators. There are 11 tracks total on this. Some amazing collaborations from just Chrono Cross music. And yeah, so you will get a signed copy of this album, as well as, because I know you guys love your Bloodborne, I am also giving away this album from Mon. He is an awesome musician, and I am very fortunate to have provided some violin and vocals for this Bloodborne album. Good old Lawrence on the front. But yeah, so you guys would also get this brand new copy. This one is my personal copy, just to show you, but you will get a brand new copy of this album as well to celebrate. And I will give you a download code for my most recent EP, which is called Twilight Excursions. And that is 6 tracks of arrangements from both Octopath Traveler 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And they are all night themes. So very soothing, relaxing tracks to listen to maybe at night before you go to bed or something like that. And then lastly, I'm going to give you one merch item from my online merch store. So it could be a t-shirt or a hoodie, leggings, anything like that. I will go ahead and buy that and ship it to you as well. And there's going to be a couple of little trinkets here and there, just some little things that I'll throw in as well for this little package that I will be giving away. Exciting stuff. Let's go ahead and get back to the questions. I don't know if I'm going to say your name right, but Diet Love 3466 asks, any Xenoblade 2 cover coming? Yes, of course. I mean, I'm working on an entire Xenoblade album, right? So there's going to be more Xenoblade 1 and 2 covers coming. I do have one planned. I'm working on it right now, slowly, but hoping to release it next month for the Xenoblade 2 anniversary. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it right on the 1st, but I'll probably post it sometime in December, and there will be other Xenoblade 2 related videos as well, so stay tuned for those. Mac Omega Lee asked, have you had to struggle with any issues of inappropriate community comments or harassment? Not a happy question, but I think it's important to maybe shed some light on any negative attention you faced because of your popularity. Obviously without naming names, etc. In the beginning, definitely had some of those comments. I've since blacklisted a lot of those words, so if someone tries to comment, I don't even see it because YouTube will just automatically hold it for review or just get rid of it completely. So honestly, because the VGM community is so amazing, I haven't really had any of those issues lately. Being an online presence, an online content creator, you're going to inevitably have those things, but I do feel like I kind of developed a thick skin just because I am a YouTuber and I've been a YouTuber for so long. Those definitely do happen, and you just kind of have to either find ways to resolve it or get authorities involved if needed, things like that. But I haven't really faced anything to that caliber, thankfully. Again, I think just because the community is just so wonderful in general. Like, you guys are amazing. Ameritude? I know I said that wrong. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting how to pronounce your name. But they asked, it's not really a burning question, but I'm curious about your iconic green bow. Does it have a special meaning and significance, or is it simply a unique part of your look? Yeah, really good question. This bow has been with me for a very long time as well. I kind of just wanted to have something as like an identifier, so whenever you see a video and you see this, like, you know that it's Tera, right? That's pretty much it. Green, I didn't really care that much for the color green, to be completely honest. I kind of just chose it because it sticks out in my hair and it actually kind of matches my eyes a bit. If I were to go back and choose a different color, I would definitely have chosen purple, just because purple is my favorite color. So yeah, really no meaning in terms of the color, but just having something that you see in every single video, I think it acts as a good identifier for the videos, and as well as like when I'm in a convention or in person somewhere, if people see this, they'll be able to spot me or know exactly who I am because I wear this for everything. So that's pretty much where that started, and it's kind of too late now to get rid of it. So here we are with this green bow for like 15 years pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much the lore behind my green bow. All right, finally, we're going to get into how to win these prizes. I'm going to give this away to one lucky winner. And in order to be entered into this giveaway, you have to, number one, be subscribed, because I am only giving this out to my subscribers. This is the reason for the giveaway, is because of the subscribers and for the 15 years of just being on YouTube. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because that is number one thing you have to do in order to be entered. Number two, you have to also write a comment below, just basically telling me how you found my channel. I'm actually very curious to know how long you've been subscribed to me, or you know, when you found me or what video it was that prompted you to subscribe. I'm very curious about that. So if you can remember what it was that caused you to subscribe, please mention that in your comment. And then you have to also include the tag TeraCMusic giveaway in your comment, otherwise you will not be entered for that. And that's pretty much it. I will leave this open for a whole week, so until November 17th, and I will then go ahead and basically aggregate everyone's comments and pick out a winner, and I will let you guys know via social post, like community post, who won, and I will try to reach out and give you your amazing prizes. So thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I am again very thankful for being able to do this for 15 years and to have so many of you appreciate what I do and support me. It means the world. So thank you so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.